Good afternoon, folks. Welcome. This is the love reading for this month. My name is Stephanie, and by continuing to watch this video, thank you, you are consenting to having your energy read, as well as consenting to receiving these messages. So let's begin. We got the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Cups. There are two females, two feminine energies. One is watching the other. So one is watching us, and we're doing our own thing. Conversation is that there's a new beginning, and it's going to begin with a conversation. The Queen of Cups regarding love says in order to get what it is that we want, we have to be honest about what it is that we want. Separately, the High Priestess is an indication of I'm processing for the best words on how to express this. It's an indication of an amazing time behind closed doors. We'll put it that way. Adult time behind closed doors. There's more that needs to be said. There's more that needs to be received, understood. We're being offered. So, okay. We're being offered an opportunity. Gatherings, celebrations, people coming together and celebrating. So, regarding us, honesty is how we're going to get to where it is we want to be. A lot of people have their eyes on us. The High Priestess is someone who is very desirable. Someone who is beautiful, both inside and outside, internally and externally. So whether we're men, whether we're women, whether we're feminine energies, whether we're masculine energies, a lot of people are interested. It's time to start speaking. These conversations are occurring. Sharing the truth about how everyone feels physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So ladies, feminine energies, we're sitting in our power. What does that mean? Sitting in our power. We're in tune with our feminine energy. And the truth sword is being offered to us. So men, masculine energies. It's time to start speaking. And they are. They're sharing their interest. They're sharing their desire. To be with us. Behind closed doors, even though the two figures are behind the poles, okay? So behind closed doors and out in public. Well, this is honest conversations. This is real, heartfelt conversations. Heartfelt. Queen of Cups. These are loving conversations. We're being observed. We have been observed. truths are being offered to us. Conversations are occurring. Clarity is being achieved. Clarity is being received. Males, masculine energies are sharing their truths, their thoughts with us. New physical beginnings. Confirmation. This is courtship. This is dating out in public. Gatherings. So being honest. So ladies, feminine energies, these men, these masculine energies are very attracted to us. Physically, as well as mentally. So it's time for loving and supportive and truthful, honest conversations, because that's how we achieve the things that we desire. What are our love languages? Is touch important to us? Physical contact. Conversations are important to us. Emotional support, tenderness, caring, things that don't cost money. And a community that's important to us too. Families, communities. Now, alternative lifestyle. Just because we're alternative lifestyle doesn't mean that we don't respect traditional couples, their morals and their values. We do. Why? First and foremost, because we respect ourselves. Secondly, because we treat others the way that we want to be treated. And it's important for us to be respected in our families and in our communities, with our friends, in public and behind closed doors. We're the opposite of a dirty little secret. And I am seeing acceptance. I'm seeing respect. So alternative lifestyle. We're receiving that acceptance. We're receiving that respect. Why? Because we've given it. We've honored that in others. And they see it. They see it. And how do I want to say this? Another term, where are my Old Testament peeps? There were multiple wives and concubines in the Old Testament. And those connections were approved of by God. So whether we're traditional, whether we're alternative lifestyle, the point is love. The point is love. Whether we're females, feminine energies in a relationship together. Whether you're men, masculine energies in a relationship together. Whether it's more than two in a relationship together. The difference is all parties involved are on the same page and are in agreement. And keeping some things a mystery. Not everybody needs to know our business. So, conversations. PDA. What's acceptable in public? What's acceptable behind closed doors? Because we also honor other individuals. Okay, so alternative lifestyle. Not everyone agrees with that. And that's okay. That's perfectly acceptable. Okay, hold on. Let's use another metaphor. I generally tend to cover up my tattoos when I'm out in public. Why? Because not everyone likes tattoos. Not everyone is as open socially to tattoos. I enjoy my tattoos. I am unashamed of my tattoos. However, I understand not everybody is as accepting of them. And because I respect others, and because I respect myself, I cover them up to the best of my ability to honor others. where I'm going with that. Not everyone can wrap their heads around the idea of alternative lifestyle, and that's okay. And it's the opposite of everyone else's business. It's only our business for the ones who are involved in the connection. Not everyone will understand. Not everyone will get it, and that's okay. It's also none of their business. However, not everyone is as accepting of it. So, we are considerate of that thought, of that mindset, of their values and their integrity. This is why we're discussing, okay, what is acceptable to speak about in public? What's acceptable PDA-wise in public? Because again, we are the opposite of a dirty little secret. We are entitled to just as much love and affection and caring as anyone else. We were made by God too. Just like everyone else. He created us all. He loves us all. So we have to sit down and discuss what's acceptable behavior out in public. What's acceptable behavior behind closed doors? Everybody has their things, their proclivities. I'm trying to be mindful of my verbiage and keep this PG. So bear with my pauses, please. There's a lot to discuss because the last thing we want to do is cross a line with those in our relationships or with those in our families, our communities, our friends. So it's time to talk about these things. Because so separate romance as the topic. Okay? Let's say we're going to the theater. There's theater etiquette. You arrive before the show starts. Once the show starts, you don't enter into the theater because when the doors open, light spills in and it's a distraction. It pulls the focus and the attention away from the performers on stage. Obviously, you turn your phones off. You don't use flash. You don't record. You use the restroom before the show starts, so that way you're not getting up in the middle of the show. And then, if you need to use the restroom, you wait for intermission. Okay, so I'm telling you all these things for a reason. We behave certain ways, in certain manners, based on where we are and what it is we're doing. So it's time to talk about what's acceptable in each group. What's acceptable around our friends? What's acceptable around our family? What's acceptable in our communities? What's acceptable behind closed doors? 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, these are the conversations that need to occur so that all parties are on the same page, so that we honor everyone's truth. And so everyone feels seen and heard and respected and valued. The card at the bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. Romance. Offering flowers. Small gifts of appreciation, small tokens. That doesn't mean go broke buying things, right? No. But every now and then, chivalry, romance. Yeah. Community. Beautiful thing about America: freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We also know, and freedom of religion. Let's use that example. We all worship, believe different things. We worship in different ways. Relationships and connections are similar. Some people do things differently. Some people are more traditional. Some people are more Old Testament. And our ultimate goal is for everyone, whether we're traditional, whether we're alternative lifestyle, for everyone to feel safe and respected and valued. And at the bottom of the deck, gift. Yep. Gifts. Flowers. Tokens of affection. Bringing it back. 6 of Cups. Things returning. Yeah. Bringing it back. It's a form of courtship. That's what this is. This is honest conversations. So, alternative lifestyle. If we're alternative lifestyle and we know someone is traditional, then we understand integrity, ethics, morals, values. Traditional people are off board. They are not an option. Similar to people who are gay versus people who are straight. Straight people are not interested in gay people, and gay people are not interested in straight people. It's 2 different worlds. It's very similar. Meaning, I'm alternative lifestyle. Well, if I am in a conversation with someone who is a traditional relationship, then it is strictly a conversation. There's no hidden meaning. There's no double entendre. There's no message between the lines. Why? Because I honor and acknowledge their morals and their values. And I want to be honored and acknowledged and respected and accepted with my friends, with my family members, and within my communities. So men, masculine energies, whether we're traditional, whether we're alternative lifestyle, bring back flowers, bring back small gifts, bring back jewelry, bring back tokens of affection and tokens of love. And someone is returning from our past with a gift. God approved of multiple wives and concubines. It's practiced in other cultures and other religions. Alternative lifestyle is still practiced to this day. And what it all boils down to is genuine love. Whether we're traditional relationships, whether we're alternative lifestyle, it's about love. It's about being seen. It's about being accepted. Whether we're gay, straight, it's about love. And that's the most important thing. Because God says to love Himself, love God first and foremost, above all, and then to love our neighbors as ourselves. Well, what does that mean? Respect, consideration, acceptance. Understanding. Who is our neighbor? Well, yes, the people that live next door to us, but anyone in our environment. If we're at the grocery store, the person next to us is our neighbor. If we're in line at the gas station, person in front and behind, the cashier, the attendant is our neighbor. Being offered a beautiful gift, folks. So whether we're traditional relationships, whether we're Old Testament peeps and alternative lifestyle, whether we're gay, whether we're straight. This month is all about honest conversations. What are we going to share? What are we going to keep a mystery? What are we going to keep to ourselves? What's appropriate for being in public? What's appropriate for behind closed doors? What's appropriate with our friends? What's appropriate with our families? What's appropriate in our communities? Because again, we understand our relationship is nobody else's business. However, we also, loving our neighbors as ourselves, we also understand not everyone may agree or believe the same as we do. And again, that's the beauty about America and our freedoms and our rights. Is to all live together in harmony. Knowing that we're all different. Whether it's religious, whether it is romance, whether it is I'm trying to find a way to keep this PG and honor all groups. We're all different for very different reasons. And we're all beautifully made. We were all created by God. So this month is about honoring ourselves, what it is we want and we need, honoring others in our relationship, whether it's one other person in our relationship or more than one other person in our relationship. And it's also about honoring those outside of our relationship boundaries, whether they're friends, families, communities, acquaintances. So what is everybody comfortable with? What are the things that we're uncomfortable with? What is physical touch? PDA. What's okay? What's not okay? And it can be just because we talk about something and say this is something that makes me uncomfortable right now, that could change in the future. So honoring boundaries and setting a starting place, and then going from there. But this is about respect, not only for the people involved in the connection, but also for those around us. And honoring ourselves while honoring others. Because we have a right to be touched. We have a right to be loved in public and behind closed doors. All right, folks. Have a great month. It's time to really think about what it is that we want, what we need. And these conversations are going to be genuine and tender. We're going to listen. We're also going to be heard. Loving conversations. All right, folks. Have a great month. I'll see you next month. Bye.